Hello folks, welcome back to the Counselor's Garden. You can see messing with some tomatoes. It's getting towards the end of the year here, and been canning and making sauce. And by we I mean my wife has been canning and making sauce. But these are a few varieties that we want to plant again. These small ones here are like the best cherry tomatoes we've ever had, Sun Gold tomatoes. These other ones, bigger ones, are called Tommy Toes. They were my grandpa's favorite, just saving them so I don't have to buy some more. And then we got some Roma goop in there. So you're not going to see that part, but I'd like to take you through how to save some seeds here, show the getting them out of the tomato process and what I do, and maybe show you along the way as well. The process is kind of getting to this point right here. We'll scoop that into a mason jar here, which we'll put a lid on with a paper towel instead of an actual lid, and a little bit of water in there too, maybe fill it up about halfway, and leave it in a place away where you can't smell it for about a week or so. Halfway through, kind of coming over and sloshing it. It'll ferment and get the goop that you usually find on tomato seeds off. So anyway, let's get set up here and I'll show you kind of how to get the tomato seeds out. It's pretty straightforward, but let's get going. All right, here we are. We've got the Romas, or the Tommy Toes, the Sun Gold. We've got the Romas here. I filled these up about halfway with water. These are about there, so just don't want it to be all the goop. Some people just load the tomato goop up in there, and it's fine. I don't think it matters that much, just personal preference. I like to put a little water in with it so there's enough to kind of slosh around, about lukewarm water. So come over here. Probably good for that one since there wasn't as many in it. Now I will put these lids on, label it, and put it in a kind of cupboard somewhere or whatever. Be sure to label them, and then we'll check back in about 4 days and see where we're at. Stay tuned. Hey folks, coming at you with a little halfway point here on these. This has been just a few days later. I think I'm getting mixed up on my days, maybe 3 days later. See, some seeds are floating, some seeds aren't. We're just gonna come here and, fight off the fruit flies. And we're just gonna swirl this around, just to make sure this nasty liquid's getting a good mixing. I'm gonna do that for each one. We're just trying to make sure the fermentation is getting spread around and stuff. I don't know if it does anything, honestly. I've just seen people do it, but yeah, it's getting a little nasty looking in there, you see. I think I'd probably wait until, see, it's Monday now, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, any of those days to kind of check it out and see what it is, and we'll be back with you. Hello folks, here we are about a week later, maybe just a little bit over a week. We've got some nice, nasty looking tomato goop. So we're gonna finish out the fermenting process by cleaning it off, getting the seeds separated, and making sure that the goop is off of them. And then the step is, pretty straightforward. After you get it cleaned out, I'll dump it through here and run water through this, and have to touch around on the nastiness, but get them cleaned off. Slightly dried off so there's no like standing water on the seeds. Then we'll put them on a paper plate or a plate with a paper towel, make sure it's not super damp, then leave it for another week or so, let the seeds dry out. But yeah, let me show you what this looks like with one of these. We'll go for these Sun Gold ones. These ones were amazing this year. Crack this lid open here. Got a nasty bit of goop on top of there, definitely been fermenting. So I'm going to set this aside so I remember that they're Sun Gold. And we are going to just pour them in here. and even turn the water on kind of lukewarm, probably not hot, but lukewarm. And don't want to sacrifice any seeds. All right, so that's that one. Now we'll just, you've got kind of a spray function on yours. You can kind of spray it through, that will help. But I'll just go in here and kind of push through any nastiness. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but these are definitely feeling like the goop is off of them. Kind of raise these up so you can kind of see them. You can see there's not a lot of goop. There's still a couple of, white splotches and stuff here from the fermentation, but they're looking fairly clean here. I'll turn this off and kind of show you a handful of these, if you can see. No goop. These are just kind of feel like tomato seeds that you pull out of a bag, which is what you want. Really not that hard of a process. Some people are intimidated by the fermentation process. If you do it like this, if you have mason jars, these really work the best. If you just put one of these on top, it's breathable, but you're not going to open the cupboard like I did one time with an open lid jar, and a swarm of fruit flies out and you breathe them in and stuff, all nasty. So definitely find a way to do this. You can use a rubber band and a paper towel on a regular cup, or if you have mason jars, this works great. So yeah, now we're just going to, for me at least, grab a plate like so, grab a paper towel like so, and I would just dump them on there, spread them out evenly. Can't do it too quickly here, but kind of spread them out like so. Make sure they're not too clumped together. A little bit of clumpage is fine. You can just pry them apart, and go like that for about a week or so, and they'll dry out on their own. You'll be able to separate them, and you'll have your viable seeds. Hopefully, I guess the third last step would be they get dried out. Take like 10 of them or so, and wrap them in a paper towel, get it wet, put it in a bag, and leave it for a week, and just make sure they sprout. You want 90%, 80-something% germination rate is fine, but that's an optional step. You can go with your gut if you think they're good, but it's always a good step to just make sure that they're good. So I would label these and set them aside for about a week, and yeah, well, good luck seed saving. Thank you for tuning in here. Hopefully the end of your seasons are going well, and I will catch you next time. Take care.